RCB.
Stay right there, Sam. Sam, tell me about, I guess you call it Sam's new adventure.
It's Ride with Heart Part 2.
Tell me a little bit about it.
We're heading. I'm January or June the 8th. I'm leaving to do the East Coast, so that means that within 365 days I would have gone from one coast to the other. I'm going to go to Quebec. Hopefully, the first night I'll get to Trois-Rivières. Second night, hopefully I'll get to Fredericton. Then we're going to take the Confederation Bridge across to PEI. Go down to the other end of PEI and come back across on Wood Island Ferry over to Antigonish, and then do Cape Breton and the Cabot Trail. Back in Nova Scotia, and sort of head back home and end up in Ottawa.
Tell me why.
For Heart and Stroke.
Tell me how that, because this is the second one you went. Last year you shipped your bike out, and then you went out.
Last year I shipped my bike to Vancouver and rode back, and we through donations from the generous people, we got $8,100 for Heart and Stroke. This year I hope to get 5,000 and maybe more. Who knows? Who knows? It's, believe it or not, because I'm riding both ways, it's going to be about the same amount of mileage. It's about 4,500 kilometers both ways.
So same amount of mileage as last year's?
When I rode back.
Tell me the story behind it, though. Like this is close to your heart.
Well, again, in 2020, September the 29th, my mother-in-law passed away, and then 9 days later, my mother passed away, both from heart-related issues, and then 10 years ago, my father passed away from heart issues, and then this year we've lost an aunt at Peterborough, my Aunt Miron, and then believe it or not, in the end of March, a good friend of mine that I started in grade 1 with, who we've sort of drifted apart and kept coming back in over the years. He was in Florida, went in to have a shower, and he never came out, and it was through a heart attack. So his name was Bob Murpaugh. His wife was said generously I could mention his name. Just a really nice gentleman. Just sold his house and getting ready to have a good retirement, and it was gone. It's gone.
It's one of these. It's one of these things. You can do your best, but I mean the money. Hopefully, the money. If you make the same amount, it'll help.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And this week, she probably will kill me for saying this, but my sister, my older sister, who's 10 months older than I am, she'd been having a bunch of dizzy spells and thought it was vertigo, and specialist said no, she thinks she had a stroke. So and she's only 71, I guess. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't tell you her age. But anyway.
Too late.
Too late. It's already there.
And after this, Sam will never be found.
Sam will never be found. So
what are you looking forward to? What's your biggest challenge? Like, talk about it last year. Anything surprise you last year?
When my bike didn't show up.
That'd be a surprise.
That was a big surprise, and it was stuck in a trailer up in northern Ontario, and Harley Davidson just blew me away. Harley Davidson Canada. They heard about my story. They gave me a loaner bike from Vancouver over to Edmonton. They had Harley Davidson out of Thunder Bay go up to Geraldton, Ontario, which is 3.5 hours north. Took the bike out of the side of a trailer because there were still cars on there. And shipped it out to Edmonton, where I met up with it on the Sunday. It was pretty amazing. I had a great ride. It was all a solo ride. It was all by myself. I had to go across Manitoba in one day because of the COVID. If I stopped for overnight, I'd have to quarantine for 14 hours. I had a moose run out in front of me up by Dryden. It was just amazing. It was just, Canada is so gorgeous. It just blew me away. And then with the generosity of Harley Davidson, people like yourself, and Mark, just everybody. It's just been, and the donations, it's just been great. It's been awesome.
You ever drove out east?
I've been out east a couple times. Last year, Linda and I went out to the Gaspé. We did not on the bike. She won't go on the bike. We did it in the car. In October, we did the Gaspé, and we enjoyed that. Yeah, we've been out east a couple times, but this will be the first time. And I've got a couple friends that might join me. We're not sure yet. I got one that Rick Pauley from Colburn. He met me last year on the last day and met me in Espanola and rode home with me. He might go out with me the first day down to Three Rivers or Trois-Rivières, and then he'll turn on and come back.
One thing I want to ask, and I used to own a motorcycle years and years ago. You got limited baggage for stuff, I take it.
Oh, it's pretty loaded when I get like I take the single seat off and I put a double seat with a pack rat. So I get 8 days worth of clothing on here. I do. Now, so I might have to do some laundry in the hotel room at night, but yeah, it's been good. This thing will go along pretty good.
Beautiful.
My biggest not fear but concern would be going across the Confederation Bridge.
Why?
14 miles of ocean, and the winds. I'm not sure what the winds are going to be like, and the cold. Even though it's June, it's still going to be cold. So you got to be prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for the cold last year going up the Rockies because I didn't have any of my gear. All of my gear was on my bike, and I had the loaner bike from Harley. So I had just a thin jacket and a sweatshirt, and that was pretty cold going up through the Rockies through that mist. It was chilly.
Beautiful.